difference.
Make ready, let's go!
Risk your life for a better world. But some things you never see coming.
Security's early. You with me?
Today, the world's elite fighting force betrayed our nation. On my orders, the G.I. Joes were terminated with extreme prejudice.
Hello, welcome to this Pupcast review of G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Retaliation.
Thank you. Could you say G.I. Joe Retaliation coming soon, please, Maz?
G.I. Joe Retaliation coming soon.
You have a future in
That's
this
great.
industry, Maz.
That is the best. Maz, I will ask you, in fact, can your role on this podcast to be repeat what everyone says in that voice?
No, my voice will hurt after a while.
Very disappointed, but, you know, we'll work it. So we've all seen G.I. Joe Retaliation. I'm Jackson. That's Callum. Callum, hi.
Hi.
And this is Maz. Say hi.
Can you smell what the Maz is cooking?
I can. And it sounds like a beautiful voice.
Okay.
Okay. So what did everyone think of G.I. Joe Retaliation? Let's go around this Skype call and say our thoughts, because, that first film was bad.
Oh, that film was terrible.
Super bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
It's not even so bad it's good, it's just bad. Just plain bad. It sucks.
Yeah.
Remember, in the middle of a war zone, one must always use Norton antivirus.
Yeah.
It's just, so... Now they have The Rock, and that worked out pretty good.
Oh yeah, like The Rock is like the resuscitator of franchises now.
Yeah, well, when in doubt, bring in The Rock is basically...
When in doubt, bring in the Tooth Fairy.
Yep.
Yeah, basically. As soon as we saw the Tooth Fairy, we knew where it was going to go. It could only take him to just superstardom.
Combine that with the modern day Channing Tatum bump as well, and there was no way this movie could not have ruled.
That is true.
Did you guys see it in 3D?
I did. I saw it in IMAX 3D, actually.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, why would you watch it in 3D?
I really like the IMAX. I don't like 3D. If I have a chance to go see a movie in IMAX, I will, because, IMAX. IMAX is great. And I felt that was the only way to see the back of The Rock's head in IMAX.
All sweaty and bald.
All sweaty and bald, and just the bit between his shoulders and his neck where you're like, oh my god, what is that? It's just pure muscle that the body has no place for. It has to invent its own muscles, because he is The Rock. He's cooking muscle.
That's where they put the venom.
Exactly. So yeah, well, my thoughts of it were it was good fun.
Yeah.
It was hecka dumb.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I knew it was hecka dumb. And it had some pretty excellent lines. What do you think?
I'd like to say it's a terrible movie, but it is also huge amounts of fun, which is pretty much all I asked for it. All I asked was for it to be fun, and it was fun, which means that I can forgive most of its other pretty substantial flaws, in all honesty.
I disagree. I don't think it's a bad movie at all. It knows exactly the kind of movie that it wants to be, which is far superior to a heck of a lot of comic book movies these days, which try to go for some unearned importance and profundity. Where it was like, no, check it out. Hey, you see London? Now you don't.
No, this was the right kind of stupid, in the same way Transformers 1 is probably the best Transformers movie ever made. It is based on a fucking toy line here, people.
This is better than the first Transformers movie. It has a much better script. Just lines like extracted. What are we? Teeth. Just genius.
Or no, the quote by Jay-Z. Like, I was just like, wow.
In the immortal words of Jay-Z.
It's like that's a perfect between being awesomely cheesy instead of just eye-rollingly cheesy. It's that sort of perfect that the film has perfect. Because for better and worse, it feels like the film equivalent of a 7-year-old playing with toys. Like, and now we're gonna have the military storm a base here, and now ninjas are gonna fight other ninjas on each side of this cliff of that, and then the nukes, fire the nukes, all the nukes in the world at the same time. Why not? It's like, it's like this is a movie where they can fire off nukes, and my immediate reaction is to cackle with absolute glee.
Oh, there were so many times where probably in any other movie I wouldn't have laughed, but this one was set up such perfect dissonance that I could just laugh at anything. They call it a waterboard. I never get bored.
The president just sitting back playing Angry Birds.
Oh God!
Like, I think that's the sign that Angry Birds has really jumped the shark now.
What are you talking about? That was fantastic.
Oh, it was. It was great, but it also was like, yep, Angry Birds is done.
Yep.
Close the book.
So did any of you guys actually think Flint was going to turn out to be a Cobra agent?
Who?
Oh.
Was that the one guy whose only memorable scene was him checking out what's
Adrian
her face?
Palicki's ass?
Lady Jane.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
The minor characters in the shadow of the rock.
Yeah, I was just like, wow, Adrian Palicki, you're really there just so I can kind of see your butt in the thong. But not really, and nowhere near as good a quality, so why are you doing this? Oh, right, you gotta be PG-13. Thanks.
I think her role was my only real problem with this movie was that it had, here's the eye candy role, the one female soldier who, that whole thing, and then it also tried to make it a kind of statement on gender politics with her and Bruce Willis, and you're like, no film.
Like, what was even the point of that anyway? Just in case he just keeps calling her Brenda, and that's it.
Well, Bruce Willis is a sexist old person as opposed to, I don't know, the sexist young people. I don't know. Bruce Willis is terrible in this movie. He is the weak link.
He's clearly sleepwalking through this whole thing just to collect yet another paycheck.
Well, this is clearly just, like, pre-roll for him to make Red 2 and get into character.
Accurate. But it's like, you see scenes with Bruce Willis and The Rock, and The Rock is just outperforming this motherfucker, and you're like, no one would have expected this in 1995.
Well, it's just that scene where he's just like, here's General Patton's gun, so you can use it to kill Cobra, Commander.
And then the bit with Snake Eyes being led to the prison, and then it's not Snake Eyes.
Oh yeah, I was just like, wait, Snake Eyes is white. Oh, it's Storm Shadow. Oh.
Yeah. Why was Jeffrey Donovan in this movie?
Oh no, he was great.
I know, like, I'm not complaining, I'm just like, he was bad. I was like, what is he doing here?
I mean, it sounds like I'm putting undue praise on something that isn't that good, but I think that's really worthwhile. When you have a film that knows the level it wants to aim at, that doesn't want to try for any unearned epicness, just wants to entertain on this level and achieves that, that is something to be proud of, because that doesn't happen much in cinemas anymore. You don't get blockbusters with that kind of tone, and this one nails it.
Yeah, and it's the kind of movie where you can have just a bit where you have a giant, like, military storm, and then the RZA can show up out of nowhere because
no, the RZA is perfect as the blind master because it's the RZA.
Whatever the fuck he wants.
Exactly.
Of course I'm going to be the blind master and the leader of a ninja clan, because I'm part of the Wu-Tang clan. Ninjas are like Shaolin monks.
I think my favourite part of Callum's identity is the RZA fan part. It's so white and hilarious and amazing. It's great, and also all the ninja stuff. Which this film was directed by the dude what directed Step Up 2 and 3, and you can tell that sequence on the mountain was just that was great. It was just well directed, excellent action scene.
The same guy just like pulls out a gun to shoot shuriken.
Oh god, and it started so well too. Right, we're not going to go into specifics of that scene anymore because that deserves to be seen.
I still have no idea what the hell happened in that opening segment.
In the opening?
Yeah, the very opening. Like, just like that, the bit before the title sequence started. Like, I have no idea how, like, stuff happened, people snuck in, and then bits, and then The Rock was about to swear, and then title sequence. And just like, I don't care, because it was fun, but...
They were just liberating a base.
Yeah.
And one of them just put the G.I. Joe sign up. And then The Rock went, mother...
Kids movie!
Kids movie. Oh, this... Okay, here is... I mean, this is a short review, because there's not much to say. It's dumb, it's great, you should go see it. But here is an example. The first reason I knew this film was just pretty smart, that scene was The Rock and Channing Tatum playing Call of Duty.
And not even like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops 2. No, Call of Duty Black Ops 1, which is just a sign of how old this movie really is.
You're spinning.
No, because I think this part was done in the reshoot.
Yeah, you could clearly tell what was added in.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Why were they playing Black Ops 1?
I think they just thought that was funnier. I'm pretty sure they just knew.
You're spinning.
Hey, that's funnier.
I'm coming 360 degrees. You're spinning.
That scene should be terrible. There is no universe that I live in that I could have expected a scene where two soldiers play Call of Duty to actually be good in a G.I. Joe movie.
But Channing Tatum and The Rock made it work.
I want more of their bromance.
Yes, exactly. I bought into their bromance.
The Rock can make bromance with anybody, as it turns out, apparently.
Oh man, you need to see Fast 5 coming.
I'm getting through them.
Oh, you so do.
Oh my god.
Vin Diesel and The Rock fight each other so hard.
Before we close, I will say I do believe the movie kind of suffers when it's not focusing on the villains, because the villains are far more entertaining in this movie than the heroes.
No. It's anyone who isn't The Rock.
Oh, yeah,
really? Because I had a lot more fun when it was just like when you were watching Cobra Commander walking along and his Trent like appearing on a hovercraft, arms behind his back, just like that. And also, like Cobra's plan to control the world is both far too clever for this movie, and also the stupidest thing I will see all year.
It's so good.
It's so Cobra, though.
Exactly. I think that nails the G.I. Joe
simultaneously smart, but also the dumbest thing you will see in ages.
Yeah. Exactly. So we'll just wrap up. Give everyone their ratings. Callum, what would you give it?
I'd give it 3 stars. In all honesty, again, I'm probably not gonna. But I'm barely gonna burn it in a month, and again, it has a lot of actual problems, but it is very good fun, which makes me overlook a lot of those flaws.
Maz, what would you give it?
I give it 3.5 stars.
Yeah,
I'd give it 4 stars because
that's way too much. It is not that good.
No, of course it is. Of course.
No. It is what it is, and what it is just barely passably good.
No, it is what it is, and because it achieves what it is perfectly and doesn't attempt to be anything more, I think that makes it better. I think if it had tried for more and been this good, it would be worse.
Admittedly, I feel like I should give this all the stars because it's not G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra, but
I kept expecting Channing Tatum to pop back up again, like as a cyborg or something.
As the villain.
He is the commander.
Oh no! At the end of the next movie, if Channing Tatum isn't standing next to Cobra Commander, they have failed.
No, not at the end. Like in the middle, as your big mid-movie twist.
No, they kill Cobra Commander. But who was pulling the strings?
Like he walked, you have something like, I don't know, Zartan or somebody, and just walk up and going, Cobra Commander is dead, you are now in charge, and then just Channing Tatum steps out of the shadows, cut to credits,
You are not describing a 3-star movie there, my friend.
No, that's the sequel, which will be a 5-star movie, clearly.
Alright, well, thanks for listening, everyone. Go see G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra. No, don't see
that one.
Why? Why?
Go see Maz. What was the name of the movie again?
G.I. Joe: Retaliation.
Brother Block, as always, do you mind leading us in a few words, please, sir?
In the immortal words of Jay-Z. Whatever deity may guide my life, dear Lord, don't let me die tonight. But if I shall before I wake, I'd accept my fate. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!